that Queen plus Adam Lambert are hitting the road here in the United States once again. The Rhapsody tour hits the U.S. in October, kicking off in Baltimore. Adam, the obvious question for you, and you sort of answered it already, but now, how is it singing with these guys? I can understand how 10 years ago, first of all, you were 10 years younger, and I'm sure you were even more wide-eyed.
Very much so, yeah.
But speak to how it is these days to work. I know you guys were just on tour last year, so it's not that far in
Europe. Yeah, no, it's been amazing. You know, I think what I can say over the past 10 years is I feel like I've grown and learned a lot. So much thanks to these gentlemen here. You know, so much amazing experiences, so many lessons, and you know, I think as a musician I've become more mature. I think as a performer I've become more mature, and in the sense that I trust myself more than I used to, and I feel more confident and comfortable in my skin. You may think that I was that way in the beginning, and I was kind of, but I also like have a mean poker face, so you know, I put on the illusion of cocky confidence, but that's part of the job.
Is there, Roger, something maybe that you might remember from these years working with Adam that you might have pointed out to him? You know, this might be better if you tried this.
Well, no, I wouldn't dream of doing it.
That's beautiful.
We have a great working relationship. Actually, we've been around the world twice now, at least I think, and it's just got better and better and better. Brian and I never dreamt that this would the band would revive itself like it has, and I think it was helped by the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, and brought a younger audience to us, and it's one big thrill ride, and the show has got better and better and better.
Are you gonna take me home tonight?
Is going out with Adam Lambert once again. The Rhapsody tour is hitting the United States in October, so we're getting some of the details. Brian, these days, when you think about touring, and you're fairly relentless, it seems, which is somewhat surprising. But when you start to think about, I'm looking at another North American tour. What is it that you got to do today that you didn't have to do in 1978?
Quite a bit, really, I suppose. I mean, fitness is an issue for me, certainly, and I take it pretty seriously because there's a lot of running around to do on the tour, and it's a lot of physical stuff. Plus the fingers, you know, you have to work yourself in. There's no substitute for that. Plus I'm older, and you have to kind of mentally get to the point where you're prepared to leave home for a couple of months and not see your family. It actually gets harder as you get older because, you know, it's a wrench and it's a sacrifice, but if you love what we do enough, you want to do it, and we do. We love it, and it's worth doing one more time, and then one more time,
and one more time again,
hopefully.
Do you feel that that you're still growing as musicians? Do you feel after all of this time that you still wind up bringing something new?
I do, actually. Yeah. I think our chemistry is better than it ever was. I mean, Roger and I go back hundreds of years, as you probably know. But with Adam, you know, I mean, it was good from the beginning, but it's now amazing. We now have a real empathy on, say, a real kind of understanding. There's a connection. And you probably know we don't have any clicks or backing tracks or anything, so we're completely free and we can feel what each other want to do. So every night it'll go a slightly different way. And I love that. The danger of that is brilliant.
Yeah, and it's pretty organic.
Yeah, Adam says we're more confident. Yeah, we all feel more confident, I think. And I think as you get older, you get more forgiving of yourself. You know, you don't regard things as mistakes. You regard everything as an opportunity. You know, and you get more forgiving of your younger self as well. You think, okay, I was only young.
Yeah,
but it's a different feeling. Yeah, I just think it's a privilege to be out there and to be able to do that and to get that incredible response from the audience. Is just the Queen thing has been something amazing for all of us, and it's a real privilege to have that.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself.
The Rhapsody tour, Queen plus Adam Lambert coming back to the United States. I really can't think of another situation like this in rock and roll, where someone as dynamic as your former lead vocalist passes, and not only do you just continue, you thrive thanks to the discovery of Adam.
Exactly.
Absolutely
yeah.
correct, yeah.
It's amazing that we didn't look for him. I always think that. You know, we didn't advertise, we didn't audition or anything. He just turned up out of the blue, out of heaven somehow.
Fate.
And he had everything that we needed, plus more. And it is truly incredible.
I have to ask, we started off saying you've been singing with Queen for 10 years, Adam, and you're about to head out for another couple of years. And Brian, I know you've said, and Roger, I know as well, you haven't really felt comfortable doing any new music, new writing with Adam. Is that still the case? And if so, especially now, after all this time, you can... Do ideas ever pop into your head? You think, wow, you know what? Adam would nail this.
Yeah, well, we have dabbled a little. It's just you haven't heard any of it.
Yeah, we've dabbled. Yeah.
You know, it would have to be something so special that we would feel that we would want to launch it on the public.
There's a lot of pressure if you think about it. I mean, for all
you.
for me, for them too. It's like Queen is an institution. Queen is legendary. They are legends, and so if they're going to put something out that's new, it's got to be at a certain level. It has to be the right thing. And I've always said, like, is it appropriate for me to be, doing
Tell
new
the truth.
material
Have you
with
submitted
Queen?
anything?
No, I feel like it scares me. I mean, I'm kind of like, I don't know if that's the vibe. I mean, I always think it's
It would be appropriate. But
We
it
do
would
have
be
the-
a risk.
It's a risk.
Because I know that you said it's a risk because of the fans. You think that the fans would not accept new Queen music with Adam. That was what I've read.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I always think of Queen as Freddie, Brian, Roger, and John. To me, that's Queen. Like,
Even now.
Yeah, I
on,
do.
on record. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's
I mean,
great on stage for sure.
as
yeah.
as music as songwriters, as creators, I do think that's Queen.
Right.
But you know what? If it happened,
I'm not opposed to
if
it.
it felt right,
Yeah.
we would do it without a doubt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No one's saying no. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're just lazy.
Fair enough.
We're
You're
kind of busy as well.
So the tour begins in what month?
October.
Starting in the fall?
October the 4th.
November.
October?
In New
and
York.
runs for
of months.
6 weeks. I think.
6 weeks. Yeah.
6 weeks here in North America.
Yeah.
And that seems short to me at this point.
It is short. Yeah.
But it's
do you
long.
think-
It's long enough.
It's kind of long. You want more?
Young kids saying that?
I'm not so young anymore.
You know
I
how
turned
old we are?
41 this year.
One final thing, and then we're going to wrap up. I know there's been with acts such as yourself, with artists who are, really stadium size artists. There's an issue with ticketing these days, and is that something that you think about? And is there a way for you to address that on this tour?
Yes.
We
Yes.
are, on the advice of our promoters, we're doing this thing where tickets cannot be resold for more than the original value. And we're told, we hope that will lead to a situation where the fans won't get ripped off anymore by these scalpers. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we agreed we would try it because
Yeah,
it
we
just
don't
bothers us that the fans get ripped in that way.
We don't want people to get ripped off. And we
course.
want them to have value. We don't want the ticket prices to be as ridiculous as some of them have been recently. So that's about it, really.
And it also it sort of relegates this experience to the well-to-do. The
Absolutely,
scalp,
yeah,
which is offensive as hell.
Yeah. That's not right.
Yeah, we've always been a kind of people's band, really. We wanted to stay that way.
Yeah.
Brian May, Roger Taylor,
Uh-huh.
Adam Lambert, Queen. Gentlemen, thank you. Cannot wait for this show.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Mark. We'll
Yeah.
see you there.